Assemblies, weldments can be simplified into sub-weldments, and this allows you to break down a complex design into easier to manage portions. Here I have a weldment design. I like to break this down into 4 sub-weldments. In the cut list, I'll Control-select the items I wish to include in the first sub-weldment. Since items are difficult to tell apart from the list itself, I recommend enabling the solid body selection filter. You can do this by first activating the filter toolbar by right-clicking in an existing toolbar and enabling Selection Filter, then selecting Filter Solid Bodies. I want to point out that when using selection filters, I tend to use the F5 key on my keyboard. This is a Solidworks shortcut, allowing you to turn the filter toolbar on and off with a simple push of a button. Now you can make your selection directly from the graphics area. With the first group of items selected, I'll right-click on one of the selected items and select Create Sub-Weldment. This creates a new subfolder within the cut list folder. I'll repeat the process for the next group of items. Once again for the next group. And one last time for the final group. Now if I take a look at the cut list folder, you can see all structural members are contained in their own subfolder. This is a nice visual way of separating sub-weldments, but let's see what effect this will have on the cut list when it's added to a drawing. I have a drawing with an isometric view of the weldment already in place. I'll insert the weldment cut list and position it on the sheet. As you can see, the list is not automatically populated. I first have to update the cut list in order to create cut list items. Simply making sub-weldments does not replace this necessary step. I'll go back to the weldment and update the cut list. Now when I return to the drawing, I have 4 items listed. There are a couple of problems though. Obviously, I have more than 4 structural members in this weldment. So why are there only 4 items listed? And why are the description and length fields empty? Think of the weldment as an assembly with 4 sub-assemblies, one each for the sub-weldments I created. What I'm seeing in this cut list is similar to a bill of materials that lists only sub-assemblies, not individual parts. Unlike a bill of materials, a cut list does not give me the option of listing parts only. To be able to show the individual elements of a sub-weldment in a cut list, I have to make each sub-weldment into its own part file. SolidWorks provides an easy way to do this. Let's go back to the weldment part file. To make sub-weldments into their own part, all I have to do is right-click on a sub-weldment folder and select Insert into New Part. SolidWorks will prompt you for a part name and generate a new file. This new file has an external reference to the original weldment, so any changes made to the main weldment will automatically propagate to this sub-weldment part file. However, because this file has its own cut list, I can update it and have SolidWorks generate new cut list items. Structural members are now separated into their own cut list item, and identical members are combined into the same item. This allows me to bring this sub-weldment into a drawing and generate a cut list displaying each item, along with description and length properties.